pass and run. Going to be taken in here by Nacua.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Now whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Off the play fake, it's Dart.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Here's Dart.
And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
To the air, Dart. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
Let's go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's caught.
And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
To throw is Dart.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
T. Higgins.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles have extended their lead to 15 now here in the 4th.
Now that Eagle offense will stay out there as he'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Throwing now, Ward.
Going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Now they'll change things up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's across midfield.
And all the way down to the 25-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Here's Ward. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
19 seconds.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he is going to go down here, but we also have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun. So the penalty now moves it up. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Set. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Panther 11. Panther 11.
To throw is Ward. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense. Another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
60. 19 Wyatt. Go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Touchdown, Chicago.
Elikayo Manor.
33 yards.
And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile, we do have an injured player.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them 1 step closer.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Up next, a contest that keeps things all in the NFC between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Another step towards the Super Bowl begins. We're off in the first of 4 divisional round games. Return starts at the 9. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. And he's in for the big play touchdown. Oh, Brock, but there it is. Back down the field. We've got a flag, and I don't think this is going to count. Now a give to Chandler, running right. Shoots away from one. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's set out. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
Let's see, Kate. Establish a run, cash in on the opening drive, and play from in front. That's the dream scenario to any contest. And runs like that, it gets the ball rolling.
Finds his fullback. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
It's caught right side by Johnson. They'll get this forward to about the 28. Tackled on the play by Taylor Rapp.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line of gain.
You know, kid, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
They'll toss it to Gibbs. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains.
Now, you'd sure love to see a little more yardage when you get into the open field, but this offense, it will take a new set of downs with that toss run.
On first down, it's Gibbs. Shoves him off. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space, like a chess master, seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone could finally get to him.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Looking inside the red zone. Flushed out of the pocket. That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now it's 2nd down. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
There's a small seam. That's good for 5. Make it 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Third down run by Gibbs. And he's in for the touchdown. The Buccaneers finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Going after up and good by McPherson. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Eagles nothing. Evan McPherson set to kickoff.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Brings in the kick at the 9. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
2nd and 6.
Going play action with Dart. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the set forces a now tougher 3rd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
That's incomplete left side. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So that brings up 4th and long. The Eagles are in punt formation. And he drives this one into the pouring rain. Has it at the 37. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Now nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. They're throwing it. Screen here for Gibbs. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core. Football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
It's in or no, they dropped another one. Hicks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Ooh, maybe some nerves there. He moved early on 4th down. Now we're going to see if this affects their choice to go for it. The Buccaneers out and into punt formation. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. And the fair catch secure here at the 16. That'll do it for 1 quarter of this NFC divisional round matchup. The Buccaneers leading so far. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They'll take over here following that punt to end the first. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he gets him around 6 there. Giving that tackle to Kyle Van Noy.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. They run again with Hubbard. And they haul him down after a gain of a couple. Leaves him in need of 1 more yard here on 3rd down.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there. Reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out in 3rd and short.
On the sneak, here's Dart. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Jump off caught by his back. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop-back pass. When you get a big play on the screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Dart. The screen pass falls incomplete.
And the defense was all over that throw, able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Quick one to the outside by Dart. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. Dart going to throw again. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Well, you kind of understand this one, right? Would have been a long field goal in the rain, but instead of trying that, they're going to go for it. They'll go. Here's Dart. Short pass brought in. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Let's go.
Going on first down. It's Dart. It's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Completes this one to Grayson. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Trying to get outside with Hubbard. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up. All right, here we go. 2nd down. From the gun, here's Dart. Completed over the middle. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense, guys. Up front, they gave the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion. You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? They chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
So it looks like they're going to line up and go for this. 4th and 4. They'll throw for it. Throw caught by his running back. And the defense escapes. And a nice drive going, but the defense gets off the field by forcing that turnover on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Right side and in the hands of Allen. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
Okay, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they've just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Along the right sideline, there's space. And in, touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Jameer touchdown. Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Buccaneers double their lead to 14.
Eagles nothing. Evan McPherson set to kick off.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. On first down, here's Dart. Escapes the pocket. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Only need about the length of the football, maybe a touch more on his second and inches. Got his target, it's Granson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. The Eagles decide to spend their third and final timeout. From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10. Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that first down throw, swatted away by the defense. So after the incompletion, still at that 40-yard line for second and 10. Dart out of the shotgun. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete, brings up third down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Another drop. The last two plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this fourth down.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get third down conversions, you get no rhythm.
Riley Dixon getting set to punt it once again. And a sure-handed play there in the rain. He brings in the fair catch without a problem.
Take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And this play's going to come to an end at the 27. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who, as our second half gets underway. Return starts at the 9. And this drive will start inside the 25. First call here coming from the shotgun. And they're going to throw out of the gun. Bails out of the pocket quick. He'll fire it deep, back towards the middle. And this is going to end up incomplete. So really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. From the 24 once again, it's second and 10. Running with Hubbard out of the gun. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Behind Diablo there on the tackle.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Into traffic, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Goes for 32 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go with it.
It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Jason Sanders to try the extra point. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Eagles chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's a return from the 7. Good work so far. He's got room. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock him backwards.
To the left side finds Johnson. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Here he goes. 3rd and long. Finds him over the middle. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. 1st and 10 from the 43.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
They'll go play action. Connects on the crosser. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Coming right is Gibbs. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the Eagles' 22-yard line.
Throwing now off the play action. To the sideline it goes. He's got it beyond the marker. It looks like he stayed in as well. And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he could stretch that field with your route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
All right, so with the penalty, a chance to go for 2 from the 1, or they could elect to try a shorter kick. So the Buccaneers keeping their offense on the field. 2-point attempts coming up. Here we go, toss to the right side. And he's in for the score. That's 2 points, and their lead grows to 15.
Defense selling out to flood the middle. They just toss it right on outside. Sometimes you got to win that edge on a short field for this to work out. And that time, they did exactly that.
Starting from the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Darts back to throw. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connected. It's incomplete. incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered gate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
2nd and 10 now. Here's Dart. It's his running back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Offensive line fast. 3rd down now. Here's Dart. That's caught by Hubbard. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short. We're down to 1 quarter to play in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. It's Eagles football, and they trail. Need to fight to keep their postseason going. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He puts some air under it deep down the left. That's grabbed inside the 30. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. Now a point after to bring it back within 1 score. The kick is good, and they've moved back within a possession in the 4th.
Makes the score Buccaneers 22, Eagles 14.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Chandler now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. And he's going to have this out near the 40, just a little bit short of it. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. Some fresh set of downs now from the 39.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. He gets 16 yards on that play. And the Bucs have the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready, hut. Go.
Again, it's Gibbs. And he works it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Now a give to Chandler. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And he manages to find a little traction on that surge field as he fights forward for a couple. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them. Keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. Him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
Golden, incomplete. Asante Samuel on the coverage.
Well, that didn't break out how they thought it would, and they're going to lose the first of their 3 timeouts for their trouble. Quickly looking left, and it's complete.